Okay, so I thought we might talk a little bit about birth environment now, and how important your birth environment is during your labour. A lot of people assume that it doesn't really matter because you're in labour, you're going to deliver the baby, and what it looks like is irrelevant. That's actually not true. There's two very important hormones involved in the delivery of your baby. One is adrenaline and one is oxytocin. We need a lot more oxytocin and a lot less adrenaline for our labour to go well, to go smoothly, and for us to hopefully cope well. Yeah. So, oxytocin is the main hormone. It's the hormone that's there when you're delivering your baby. It's the hormone that's there when you're having sex. It's the hormone that's there when you're breastfeeding. The more oxytocin you produce, the faster your labour will progress. So oxytocin is the hormone that starts labour. Nobody knows how or why. It's believed that it's the baby that kicks off this process, but it's still not thoroughly understood. Oxytocin helps increase your contractions, it helps push that baby down onto the cervix, and it helps progress your labour efficiently. The other hormone that I want to talk about briefly is adrenaline. Now, as a lot of you probably know, adrenaline is a fight or flight hormone. We produce adrenaline when we're scared, and what adrenaline does is stop the production of oxytocin. So too much adrenaline production in your labour can actually cause your labour to stop or really, really slow down. And the reason for that goes right back to nature, to be honest. If you were delivering your baby in a forest and you saw a leopard in the distance, your adrenaline would kick in enough for you to see past the pain of the labour, slow the labour down, and give you the opportunity to run away to a safe place. That's exactly what happens when we produce too much adrenaline. So it's really important, therefore, to have a little bit of respect for adrenaline production and do the best we can to make sure that our environment, the people who are sharing our birth with us, and the general feeling is calm, relaxed, caring, loving. You know, oxytocin is known as the love hormone. So if I was to just give you a little insight into adrenaline and the effects it can have on your labour. So there's a few things that could affect your adrenaline production. You could have somebody with you. One of your birth partners might be somebody who you maybe don't get on with particularly well. Not great to have them there. They're not going to encourage you to feel calm and relaxed. You may have never seen a labour ward before. You may find them scary, a little bit intense, and therefore your anxiety levels are going to rise and your adrenaline production is going to go up. So if you can see your labour ward before you go into labour, then it's a good idea to have a look around. Your midwife. You need to have a good relationship with your midwife. You need to feel comfortable with her caring for you so that you both can progress the labour effectively. Your birth partner needs to not panic. They need to remain calm. They need to be encouraging and supportive and motivate you, I suppose, a little bit. The very physical ways to improve your environment would be to maybe dim the lights, not have bright lights, to maybe bring something from home, even if it be a pillow or a small blanket, to maybe have a nice smell in the room if you can, and to make the room feel safe and calm. Think about where an animal goes, or any mammal goes to deliver their young. They would go somewhere safe. They would go somewhere dark. They would go somewhere they feel comfortable. Unfortunately, we don't have that option, and hospital is our main place for birth, and often women haven't seen where they're going. So as soon as they arrive at hospital, their adrenaline levels rise up, which means their oxytocin levels go down and their labour slows down when they arrive at the unit. So it's really, really important that you and your birth partners, have a look at this and really think about how you could improve and help your labour progress well. So I've done a few points on this handout. Try to identify the source of fear and remove it. So if there's something going on in your labour that is scaring you, something's making you uncomfortable, you need to try and find out, isolate, see if you can sort it out, calm it down so that you can you can move forward positively. Provide privacy. Make sure the door's always closed. The midwife will knock before she enters. All these things help you feel comfortable in your environmental space, which is your safe space for delivering your baby. Avoid unnecessary procedures. So if certain procedures like vaginal examinations or the like make you feel very uncomfortable and really heighten your anxiety, then discuss whether that procedure needs to be done there and then, or whether it can be postponed, or whether there's another way around it. Because what we don't want is your adrenaline to heighten so much that you then struggle because your labour's slowed down so much, but you're still in quite a lot of pain. Change the environment, so that's where we speak about you taking a pillow or a blanket or something, or even a photo, something to focus on that makes you feel like you're in less of a strange place. Dim the lights, provide warmth and quiet. Again, it's the love hormone, you know, warmth, quiet, comfortable, calm. That's what we're looking for. Reduce attendance. So if you find that having a lot of people in the room, even if it's student midwives or your mother-in-law or anybody like that, then make sure that you're protected from that and keep those people away, because this is not the time. We need to try and encourage you to be as calm as possible. Remove anyone showing signs of anxiety. So hopefully your birth partner is nice and calm and like Mr. Motivator. If he's panicking, he's stressed, and you end up stressing about him or her, then that's going to increase your adrenaline levels, and then that's going to slow down your labour, and then the whole thing's going to spiral out of control. So again, you know, good information before the birth, good information between you and your partner, and none of this will be a problem for you. Whisper, avoid eye contact and conversation. So it's best if we keep everything nice and calm, collected, somewhere where you feel you can doze in and out of sleep and relax where possible. And then allow a time for adrenaline to decrease and endorphins and oxytocin to reappear, which can take anything up to an hour in new conditions. So if you have had a procedure or you've had a discussion about something that's made you quite stressed and uptight, then chances are your labour is going to slow down. It could take anything up to an hour or more for this to speed up again, which is essentially why you might need to then in turn look at your pain relief choices and maybe wait an hour or so before you make a decision to have a pain relief that maybe you decided previously you didn't want to have. Hope it helps.